Barrel bombing in Syria as the major powers struggle to put a delicate ceasefire together. While the carnage continues, ISIS fights on, undeterred. And a fresh warning from America's top spy. CIA Director John Brennan telling CBS's 60 Minutes ISIS will try to attack inside the U.S.
I'm expecting them to try to put in place the operatives, the materiel, or whatever else that they need to do, or to incite people to carry out these attacks, clearly. So I believe that their attempts are inevitable. I don't think their successes necessarily are.
U.S. officials tell CNN there's no specific, credible threat of a significant ISIS plot inside the U.S. right now. But they say they've been on heightened alert for the past 2 months since the San Bernardino attack. And the brutal ISIS assault in Paris woke up the intelligence and law enforcement communities to what ISIS is capable of. Why hasn't ISIS launched a Paris-style attack so far inside America?
Partially is geography, the distance between here and Syria and Iraq, the fact that you have a very small number of Americans who are part of ISIS, while in Europe you have thousands of individuals, here you have just a few hundred. You have a heightened attention from the FBI and the intelligence community.
Analysts say a more realistic scenario is for ISIS to instigate a lone wolf attack from afar, similar to what happened in Garland, Texas last May. 2 gunmen tried to shoot up a Prophet Muhammad drawing contest, but were killed by law enforcement outside the event. One of the attackers was believed to have been inspired over social media, possibly even directed by Junaid Hussain, a notorious ISIS operative in Syria, later killed in a U.S. drone strike. While the Garland attack failed, it still served as an instrument for ISIS to instill fear inside America.
The Texas shootings were very good for ISIS. In terms of its international portrayal of itself, it demonstrated that ISIS had tentacles, as it wanted the world to see, that stretched all the way into the heart of the Crusader enemy.
The Texas attack also reflected an ISIS capability that CIA Director Brennan expressed real concern over, the ability of ISIS and its sympathizers to communicate with each other using encrypted messages with which Western intelligence cannot break. The FBI says that one of the Texas gunmen exchanged more than 100 messages the morning of the attack with an overseas terrorist, and the FBI still doesn't know what he said. CIA Director Brennan says just days before the Paris attacks, they knew ISIS was trying to do something, but Western intelligence was walled off from those communications. Wolf, it's a big problem. The intelligence directors complain about it every chance they get.
When they say